Hi, this is Polly from thefitmumformula.com. Is your body weight set point keeping you fat? Well, first of all, what is a set point? A set point is the weight that your body has decided that it's going to be happy at for the time being. Now, that's not to say it's the perfect weight or it's a healthy weight, but if you've been there for a while, if you've been a certain weight or roughly around a weight for a certain while, your body will decide that's where it's comfortable at. Now, your body weight is a complex system and it's a bit like a thermostat. So if you suddenly gain weight, your body will fight against that and try and get you to lose weight. Your metabolism will speed up, your appetite will go down, and you'll increase something called NEAT, which means you're moving around a lot, you're fidgeting, you're walking, you're pacing around unconsciously. And likewise, if you suddenly drop your food intake, drop your calories and drop weight, it'll do the opposite. You'll slow your metabolism down, you'll feel more hungry, and you're much less likely to do this NEAT activity. You're less likely to fidget and move about. You'll be more inclined to just sit around because you don't have the energy and your body's trying to conserve that energy. So this makes it very difficult to lose weight because, unfortunately, given our obesity-friendly environment that we live in these days, it tends to be that your body finds it harder to lose weight and lower its set point than it does to gain weight and raise its set point. This is probably for survival reasons, and that in years gone by, which we'd be much better off being able to eat as much as possible and have a few extra fat stores for the days when there wasn't so much food around. And that was all very well back then, but of course today we have all the excess food, but we never have a period of time where there's no food available. It's just so easily available and cheap these days. So that's why our body hasn't caught on to this. It's still living in these primal times. So what can you do to lower your body set point? Well, it's a very simple case of maintaining a lower weight or higher weight, depending on whichever you need, for a set period of time, and your body will adjust to that. But at first, there will be this time when your body has to get used to it and it will fight it. But there's things you can do to get around that. Now, what influences your set point? Well, you've got genetics. But if I was just to give you an example, I carry the FTO gene, which is known as the obesity gene. It gives me a large appetite and I'm more predisposed to gaining weight and storing fat. Now, not being funny, but I am not overweight in the slightest. And that's just a proven point that, well, yes, your genes exist, they're there, they are not the determining factor. And no gene is going to override the fact that if I eat more, or if I eat more than my body needs, I'll gain weight. And if I eat less than my body needs, I will lose weight. You can't argue with that. That's how it works, whatever my genetics are. And also when it comes to genetics, what's more important is epigenetics. Epigenetics is where genes can be turned on or off. That's very interesting. It's a discussion for another day. Another thing is exercise levels and diet. Now, of course, somebody who exercises more is more likely to be leaner. Somebody who has a good diet is more likely to be a healthy weight. So those things combined are going to create an environment where your body has a set point that is a healthy weight. And finally, you've got hormones. Now, hormones in the body are incredibly complex system. Even I don't know anything like all there is to know about hormones, but at the end of the day, like with genetics, whatever your hormone profile, it's not going to override the fact that if you eat more calories than you're burning, you are going to gain weight, and vice versa. So whatever your hormone profile is, whether they're completely messed up, if you eat more calories than you're burning off every day, you're going to gain weight, and vice versa. What you can do to have an optimal hormone profile is you can make sure you sleep enough. You can make sure your stress levels aren't too high. You can make sure you eat a very nutritious, nutrient-dense diet, and you exercise enough. All of those things combined will help create a happy hormonal environment in your body, which in turn will help you to have a healthy set body weight. Right, so I hope that's covered it. Again, I covered leptin and ghrelin in a previous video. I'll link to that below. And they're involved in set point weight and hunger and this thermostat regulation of body weight as well. But at the end of the day, whatever your body's set point currently is, it's because it doesn't have to stay there, and it is movable, and you just have to override that. You have to maintain a healthy weight for long enough. Your body will get used to it, and it'll be happy days in the end. It will be easier, it'll be lower, and you won't have this constant hunger and fighting against it. So that's the set point. If you've got any questions about that, please get in touch, polly@thefitmumformula.com.